Zero and ABK, 184. Generally speaking, ABK, somebody is, I don't know, you're walking past a room. You hear them talking some crap about you. What do you do?
I'm going to pause. It depends on who it is. Is it someone I feel comfortable enough I can bust in and say, what are you talking about? I hear you saying my name. Or probably I'm just going to loiter in the hallway and listen and see what I can pick up.
Generally speaking, you get looped into either a group text message or maybe an email chain that clearly somebody didn't know you were in, and that person starts saying some ish about Amy K. You?
Who is it? I need to know, and because I might confront them.
So do you think you are calling out more times than not, or are you going to just kind of wait and see?
Well, I need to see.
Bide your time.
I need to be able to have my receipts and have everything that I could show. Hey, this is everything you said.
Now, in this instance, you're assuming it's people you know pretty well.
Because they're my coworkers, right? I'm assuming it's happening here in the building.
This group therapy is a little different.
Chime in now. It's Group Therapy on the Y94 Morning Playhouse.
Derek's got kind of a tough one today. What would you do if you were him? Can you set it up for everybody? He had like a job interview thing?
Yeah, man. So I've been interviewing for jobs and stuff like that, and I had this one that I was super excited for. And then so after the interview, they ended up adding me to this group text. I'm not sure if I'm pretty sure they didn't mean to add me, but it was just a thing between other people in like the hiring process critiquing my interview and like talking about, man, like he was talking about salary and stuff like that. And he like lowballed it. Maybe he doesn't know what this position is worth. Maybe he's not like ready for this. And, you know, talking about like my interview style, and they were talking about how I was unprofessional, which I don't get, but you know, like, I don't know, like, do I use this to my advantage? Do I respond and say, like, you know, do I go scorched earth and just say, you know, what's unprofessional is your lack of detail and not realizing that you added a candidate to this email chain. So I was just wondering if you could, like, get some audience feedback on, like, what I should do with this.
How bad do you want the job?
That's what matters for you?
Yeah, how bad do you want the job? Because I think if you've had other opportunities and you have like a couple choices, or you don't need this job, then yes, absolutely confront them and say that you want to talk about unprofessional. Hello, I'm in here. What's up? But if you actually want this job, I think you use it to your advantage.
It can be done. It can be twisted. I think we're going to actually get some really good ideas for you. Can you just hang tight? We'll check in a sec, okay?
All right, man. I appreciate it. Thank you.
You know, one thing that comes to mind, is this insane? But I know there's lots of like weird interview tactics where, you know, they'll put chairs in certain places or like drinks in certain places, offer you things just to see how you respond. Could this be intentional? Because they want to see how you respond to being looped into that information. This is a weird test, perhaps.
I've thought about that, but if everyone's in there and they're all talking about it, that's strange. I think if it was a test, they would have just left it at like one message, right? Not everyone piling on this guy.
Now, does he suddenly ask for more money? Does he volunteer the fact that he's in this message?
Well, that's what I thought. He should for sure ask for more money. If that's an opportunity.
Yeah,
they're literally telling you to do that. Who would you contact? The person you interviewed with? Hey, just want to let you know, I think you guys accidentally added me in that group chat.
The person you interviewed with, I mean, it really does depend on if you still want the job or not. You're probably right on that. Because if you're trying to get the job, you can't be too rude about it, you know?
But if they say he's unprofessional, do you think you're even getting this job?
Probably not, I guess. Probably not.
Someone said I 100% would reply in the group chat. Something like, thanks for the feedback, everyone. I didn't realize I was included in this conversation, but I appreciate the insight. Then leave it at that. They're going to be mortified. They think he's being unprofessional. This will prove that he's mature and classy.
Probably not really a job you want if that's the way that they're like. Because you said it too, like that's lack of attention to detail. Like, really, is that where you want to work?
That's what someone else is pointing out. Honestly, if they're trashing him that openly, I wouldn't want that job. If they accidentally added him to that chat, imagine what they say about employees behind their back at work. I'd reply, like, looks like I was accidentally included. Thanks for your time, but I'd like to withdraw my application.
Yeah, well, what would you do if this was you?
Oh, he still should change, and on his next interview, he should correct what they said he did incorrect, and he should take it as advice and not take it as an insult. He should use that to move himself into a better job, making more money.
So you wouldn't say anything to this at all, huh?
I wouldn't respond to the email, no, because if they're not going to hire him afterwards and he can't get anything out of it, he's applying for a job. He should just move on to a better position, make more money, and go on.
I suppose when you say next interview, you mean somewhere else, obviously, not with these guys, probably.
Someone said, I'm a hiring manager, and I would be impressed how a candidate handled this if they did it gracefully. I think he should reply and say, it appears I was accidentally added to this conversation. Thank you for the feedback, and I'd welcome the opportunity to address any concerns. That way you're professional, and I think it's pretty bold.
Well, and if it is some sort of weird test, like I doubt that it is, but if it is, that you passed it there.
I think, yeah, if you want the job still, handle it nicely.
Good morning.
Yeah, so my advice is don't take the job.
Right.
If you've already made a bad impression at first, you're going to have to work your entire career to get over that. You just move on to the next one. I mean, there's plenty of people that need jobs or plenty of people that need, positions filled. And if this one's already off on a bad foot, I mean, it kind of rubs it in their face a little bit. Like, you guys are a little unprofessional yourselves, considering you didn't know who you're emailing.
Right. That's true, I guess.
Another person says use it to your advantage. They literally told you lowballed yourself on salary. If you do have any more conversations with them, bring it up and say, after learning more about the role, I'd like to revisit compensation. And someone said, screenshot everything, because once they realized what happened, I bet you those messages will get deleted. Then wait to see if they actually call you back.
Yeah, I mean, do you have an inclination of what you're going to do? Do you think you're just going to let sleeping dogs lie? Or
Yeah, I think I'm going to email him. I think I'm going to maybe be nice about it and just say, hey, I apologize if you feel like I was unprofessional. That wasn't my intention, because I still do want the job.
Okay.
And so maybe go and try to discuss it from there.
Well, because I do think the tactic's probably different if you want the job versus not, right?
For sure. If you want the job, yes, you have to be so nice about it and handle it professionally.
You think you could ever get a job just because the people felt so embarrassed and awkward that they're like, we got to hire him now?
I don't know. Or would they be like, no, we can't hire you because this guy saw us talking about him?
He knows we're hot garbage here.
Yeah.